A round of applause, a round of applause, a round of applause. All right, give yourself a round of applause, pat yourself on the back, look around the room, right? Look around the room and think to yourself, how many people quit trading? How many people quit trading? There's a lot. A lot of people quit trading. A lot of people blew up. A lot of people lost money last week. It was tough. It was rough. It was hard. But let's give ourselves a round of applause because we survived. We made it through. We didn't quit. We didn't give up. One hard week in the market ain't enough to stop us, friends. That ain't enough. So today, taking a little look back at the previous week, talking about how important it is to, even when you have a red day, even when you feel like you're at the bottom of the totem pole and you just don't know what to do next, just take a moment as a day trader to remind yourself that you made it to where you're at. You're still alive. It's not over. It's not done. The game has just begun, my friends. Looking at last week, what we had going on, you know, this is Monday of last week, just pretty much massive chop there on Monday, just going sideways. You know, one thing that I really want to focus on this video is to remind you guys that just because you have a red day, just because you lose money, does not mean that your strategy doesn't work. It does not mean that you're a failed day trader. It is part of it, right? The market goes kind of through phases. You're going to get these phases where the market's going sideways. It's choppy. It's not really happening. We're not getting the moves that we want. We're upset. We're on tilt. You're going to go through those phases. That's part of trading. I've been doing this for 8 years now. 8 years, and I've been through all of the ups, the downs. I've seen it all. I've seen the best trading days. I've seen the worst trading days. And the one thing that I have to always remind myself is that, look, we survived. We made it through. We're still going. We still got opportunity to make more money. The market ain't closed, right? It's a new week. It's a new quarter. It's a new time to make more money. So looking at Monday, just a big old chop, crap, bullshit session. Remind ourselves going into this next week, be very aware, right? Are we in the chop? Is it looking like we're going sideways? Are we stuck at a level? What's going on? Just be aware of that. When that's happening, don't get upset. You know, I'm talking to myself right now, by the way. This is like, you know, me also kind of journaling with myself. So don't get upset if the market's chopping. If the market's going sideways, hey, fuck it. It is what it is. We're going to survive, right? If we look, Tuesday, actually had a pretty good setup on Tuesday. We had that big move up Monday night going into Tuesday morning. We had that sell off there. We bounced off this hourly candle. We took this long. I actually made some pretty nice money on this move here. So again, looking at the bigger picture right now, looking at the 15-minute chart, remembering, you know, that the bigger picture is what the market is doing. The smaller time frame is basically the market moving to those larger, higher time frames, objectives, if you want to say that, targets, levels, support, resistance. Find it on the higher time frame and then focus on the smaller time frame for your entries and the overall trades, but be very aware of what is going on with the larger time frame. So on Tuesday, we had the market open. We started dumping. We went straight down. But if you look here, there was support back there on Monday. Monday morning, that support held. It also was there from the previous week as well. So we held that kind of like a little bit of a double, triple bottom there. So we had that bounce back up. We took this long for that squeeze all the way back up there through the highs from the overnight there on Tuesday as well. So again, you know, hey, Monday, pretty crappy. Tuesday, had a pretty good setup there, made some money. And then, you know, it just ended up going sideways. Big old kind of bull flag there. Pretty much like all afternoon on Tuesday of last week. So we get the overnight move, the market goes sideways, kind of pulls back here. We go into the Wednesday open. We had the Wednesday open, the breakout. We broke out here Wednesday morning. We took this trade actually long as well. So maybe this last week wasn't that as bad as I thought it was, but we did make some money last week. In general, we're still up on the week. Had some red, had some losers, but still, I think we are up like $6,000-$7,000 there end of last week after taking a big payout there. $18,000 payout. But you can see this breakout right here, right? We got this big breakout, 15-minute chart. You got the opening candle there, 9:30. We went from the 150s up there to the 280s. Absolutely crushed this one live on YouTube as well. And then the pullback here, basically Wednesday just pulling back. And then this was really the crazy move. So Wednesday had that big pop up, then the pullback, and then overnight, Wednesday night, we had this insane move straight back up, or just insane move overnight. So we had this insane move overnight, and then Thursday morning, it just came straight back down. It wasn't super clean, like I'll be honest, it wasn't super clean, but we did have the 15-minute range, the break to the downside. Another thing that I want to be very aware of and focused on for this upcoming week is the fact that, hey, patience, but also like really believe in this 15-minute range, believe in these setups, believe in the idea that if the market breaks that 15-minute range, there's a very good chance that we, sell off, we break out, and vice versa. There are opportunities to be had when it comes to trading that 15-minute range opening. Especially, I think this is a good kind of rule as well, right? So at open, we kind of broke through that 9:15 candle. This was the pre-market high up there, the overnight pre-market high there at the 533s. We couldn't get anywhere near that. So at that point, it's like, all right, be looking for kind of this continuation to the downside. And you can see that first 15-minute candle dropping straight down there. I actually got short right here. I got short right here at the 505. Took like a 15-point winner. And look at that move down, all the way back down to fill that gap. So we pulled all the way back down. We filled the gap. We got a little bit of a double bottom there. Pushed back up. And then Friday was pretty lackluster as well. So Friday selling off there at open and just kind of chopping back down. It did, just keep kind of going down, but just not really clean, not in love with it. The 15-minute range, very choppy, and just kind of moving its way back down there. So again, the moral of the story here is we survived, right? Say it what you want. Maybe you had a good week, maybe you had a bad week, whatever it is. Another week. We did it. We survived another week. We got more accounts to trade. We got more action coming up. So it ain't over until it's over, my friends. There are more opportunities made. The big thing, like always, is never allowing yourself to lose, everything in just like a few trades. If you got an account, you're trying to grow that account, have patience. Don't ever put a trade on that's going to blow up the account, off of just one trade. You really want to give yourself some time, give you guys some wiggle room. If you're a new trader, focus on the process, focus on the idea that there will be days where the market's not hot. There will be days when the market's not giving us opportunities. And then there's going to be days where the market's going to be really hot and there's going to be a lot of opportunities. So that's just part of trading. Not every day is going to be an amazing, profitable, opportunity day to make money. Sometimes the best thing to do is sit on your hands. And I obviously could take that advice a little bit more seriously sometimes. I could probably sit on my hands more often than not. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. But again, hey, we made it. We survived. The big picture here, focus on the 15-minute chart. Focus on the bigger time frames. Focus on what is going on. Is the trend up? Is the trend down? Are we chopping? Are we going left? Are we going right? Which way are we going to go? But just take a breath. Remember, give yourself a round of applause. You survived a tough week. We're heading into probably some of the best trading of the year. This is the end of the year coming up. We're going to have a lot of action, a lot of earnings and stuff going on going into the end of the year. We got the election, so we should get a lot of volatility, and it should just be a good old time in the market. So we'll be back here live 9 a.m., doing it 9:15 a.m., live from Hawaii and Eastern, by the way. I'll be back here every day this week, live before the market opens. And if you guys haven't already hit that like button, subscribe button, you know what to do. I'll talk to you all later on.